because it's the river, you've got the current, so we don't actually swim very far.
Okay.
So you don't need a very big swim spot. This isn't about getting physically fit, not for me anyway.
No.
I'm not in here for a cardio session.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here for all sorts of reasons, but that's not one of them. Now, the only thing is, if dogs arrive, we do want to keep our stuff nice and sort of protected. Dogs love a little bit of a swim kit, like a wee sniffle about in it.
Sniff, yeah.
So I plan for how I want to feel at the end.
Okay.
I want to feel warm at the end.
Yes.
I want to feel like I've had a good time.
Yeah.
I know that because certainly in the winter, my hands will be cold. So everything has to be kind of laid out in a bit of an order.
Yeah.
And when you arrive at a swim spot, so I know this swim spot, but I'm looking all the time. Because you're always having a wee scan about for a good swim spot.
Okay.
So the things I look for is where to get in and where I can get out.
Okay.
I also look at how the river is moving.
Yeah.
So in this area here, you can see that the water is moving quite fast over there, and it's slower in here, and it's shallower here, and it's deeper over there.
Okay.
I love it here because the water starts to move in behind this rock.
Okay.
So I can do in-depth swimming.
And what does that mean?
I can stand up.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can do in-depth swimming.
Yeah.
And I can then if something happened and I just slipped over, or maybe, I don't know, got stung by a wasp or something like that, and I lose the concentration, I know that the water is going to move me into this eddy here.
Right, so that's quite a nice little sort of safety bit of backup for you.
Definitely. So I've always been healthy, food-wise, I've been fit, I've been very capable, but I just wasn't connected to how I was feeling. So I thought the best way to do that is to get in some cold water,
right?
Because you can't hide it.
No. And when you go into water, do you think the best, because I go in and I think, right, slowly let my body adjust, just slowly, it needs to know that this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, but I've heard other people say, oh, just get in and just get right in there. And I think, I don't think my body will like that shock.
No. I don't like it.
No.
So everybody will find their own way of doing it. You know, Rory, my son, he's a grown man now and he's done lots of swimming with me. He likes to just get in. Yeah. You know? Yeah. I don't. No. And what I do and what I teach the kids is probably the safest route is you're going to get habituated to it. Yeah. So I am listening to my body. Yeah. And it's like, I'm getting used to this. It's getting colder. But I want to enjoy it. Yeah. So I don't want it to be over so quickly. No. And in the winter when it is really chilly, you can't be in that long. No. So actually the walk in becomes the pros part of the experience. Yeah. 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 So I think just do it little and often. Yeah. And the best thing to do is a cold shower routine. Okay. After your hot shower, just have a cold shower and get yourself used to the biology of that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. The mental health benefits and all that are great, but just the simple biology of how your body's how your body responds. Today, this would be like one of those hot stone treatments that you get. You know, walking on these ground would be beautiful. Yeah. Any other day that you come here, it's freezing on the ground. Yeah. So when you come out, you need a layer of insulation. Okay. So I have brought, this is just a sit mat, cost a couple of quid. Right. It's really easy. Let's have a look at it while you're chatting about it. Yeah. Ah, okay. You should have some of these on in FINDRA. That would be great. I've never saw these before. These are great. Okay. So, right, so I'm going to need a towel when I get out. Yep. Now it's really nice. We've brought chairs today because we're going to have a nice conversation. We are going to chat. But if I didn't have my chair with me, what I would do is I would layer up my bag so that I had the things I'm going to need first at the top. At the top. Got you. So this is all your kit that you're getting out for coming out? Yeah, so I'm thinking about when I get out the water. So the first thing I'm going to need, obviously, is my towel. And I've got a bag to put all my wet stuff in. Right, so when I get out, that's going to, so that I don't get... So that's good. So I'm going to just start getting undressed. So the shoes are obviously going to come on at their last. So I'll just pop my shoes into my bag. And do you use swim shoes or are you... So I've got neoprene socks. Yep, these, like these? Yeah. Yep. So bobble hat for the winter, beanie hat for the summer. Okay. But I'm going to wear a hat because it's... Yeah, that's right, because my ears get cold. Well, it covers my hearing aid as well because I wear a hearing aid. I'm probably getting into my waist now, so what I'll do now is I'm ready now to swim.
And it's not, I've not been drinking it. It's just coffee from FINDRA. I just kind of. I feel like I'm just going, I'm not going anywhere, I'm going back there. If you swim this way, you're like, oh, look how fast I go. I'm really amazed. I'm going to lick it. Just watch your knees.
Yeah. You do it. I think a little swim will be good.
So I am in classic case of not having a right forward. Would you like a cake?
Oh wow.
Come on, we've got, surely.
If you brought cakes with you, then I think
well, not from FINDRA, unfortunately, because they're gluten and dairy free. Well, FINDRA do gluten and dairy free, but I just went and got some co-op specials. So, why is this an important part? The hot drink and the cake. What's important about that?
So, what the hot drink's doing is it's just getting your body temperature back up.
Yeah.
And just getting us, and you know, I'm quite comfortable in what I'm wearing now. But in other times of year, I definitely have more clothes on, you know, and get warmed up. And so the hot drink, it's not, you know, it's a comfort, and it starts to get you warmed up from the inside as well.
So that was a really lovely swim. I'm calling it a swim, but through our conversation, I've come to realise that the swim part of it is actually quite a small percentage of the overall experience, and not even the most important part.
No.
So we took quite a bit of time to get into the water.
Yeah.
For me, that was a really comfortable way to do it.
Yeah.
But I think what was really important was just how you sort of talked me through that and the process. So what is it about that process that's important to be?
So the whole point of this is that we are noticing what's happening to our body. Yeah. So taking your time going in means that you get time to notice. So you get time to notice that it's getting colder, and one of the first noticings we had was we got to our knees and it was like, whoa, that feels really cold.
Yeah.
But then after a few seconds, the next thing we noticed was that doesn't feel cold anymore.
Your body adjusts, doesn't it? It adapts to that.
So that noticing is really important for me. And then just going through those steps. So the noticing as the water's getting higher.
Yep.
And then as you get to the point where your hands touch the water, just letting them adjust. And we noticed that our breathing changed when your hands went into the water.
I said to you when we were going through that, I'm not thinking about anything else other than being right in this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what is really important about that experience, isn't it? That's what's so lovely about it.
Yeah. It's ultimately a mindful experience.
Yeah.
We are in the present because there is no other way to be. It forces us to do something which is ultimately very healthy for us.
Yeah.
And you start noticing things.
Yeah.
And these noticings are lovely. So, you know, that naturally, up until that point, it was really all about the sensation of cold.
Yeah.
But then suddenly we got into, well, actually now it's about breathing. So if you go in a very controlled way, your noticings become more, it becomes more apparent.
Yeah.
And how our breathing sends a message to our brain and what's going on. Breathing quickly, I'm panicking.
Yeah, am I fight or flight mode here? Is this okay? Or
so we're finding a way of overriding that panic, and we still have a choice.
You
can just walk out.
You can walk out. Yeah,
there's no harm in that. This whole exercise is a demonstration in how strong you are, and you are strong.
But strong in a way that you tap into your own strength, your inner strength.
Definitely.
It's not the bravado, it's not the having to prove anything. It's about being in touch with your own body and I can get myself through this, or I can make a choice.
Yeah.
And you said something lovely, that the swimming community, it's non-judgmental. It's not. It's talk a little bit about
in that there is no bar that you have to reach. You know, as soon as you've got your feet in there, you have done, you've exceeded the expectations that you had before. Wherever you go, wherever anybody's having a dip, they are lovely. They're reaching out to you to say, do the best that you can do in the moment that you're in, regardless of what anybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And then when you step back into your life, you do the best that you can do in the moment that you're in, regardless of what anybody's doing. Because you do it in the water.
That's the lovely thing. You can take that as a life lesson, take it back into your everyday.
Just join the
I'd never ever thought about connecting those two things. Well, this has been great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And I've loved coming to this beautiful spot.
Lovely, isn't it?
And I just think you've got so much knowledge and experience, and there's so many great tips that I think for anybody that wants to try swimming for the first time, there's a lot here that they'll be able to pick up and learn.
Yeah, it does take courage.
Yeah.
But you can always walk out.
Yes, you're in control of that.
You're totally in control. You should never feel that you're being pressurised.
No.
The biggest pressure comes from yourself,
from within yourself. Yeah.
So it's here for the taking, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and find somebody to go with. And even neither of you've done it before. What a great way to build a friendship.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been trying to do this for
years.
And we're busy women, so
and now I don't want to go back to work. I just want to sit here all day.
I know. Well, the sun's gone in now.
I know.
So what happened?
Annoyingly.
But no, it was good fun.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
thank you
really
so
good.
much.
Well, thank you.
It's
That's
really
been good fun.
I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. Well done for bringing the tea and cakes at the end.
A bit of gin in there.